What's up, boys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, August 25th, and I've got a 5-man parlay cooked up for you boys today for the final day of the NFL preseason. This one's going to pay out 20x, boys, so you don't want to miss this. Before we dive in, though, guys, make sure to like this video. Make sure to drop a comment. Let me know if you've got any questions. Let me know if you got any thoughts. And make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss any of our picks. And that way you can lock in at these lines the moment I drop these free videos. But guys, let's quickly recap yesterday. Honestly, we got screwed, and you guys know me. I recap all my wins and losses. I own all my wins and losses, especially the losses, guys. I'm as transparent as it comes. But boys, we should have hit on our 3-man parlay last night. Jake Bailey put up 254 yards, so he crushed our line of 232.5, so that was solid. Brendan Lewis also came through on the under 159.5 passing yards, hitting just 132. But then the real frustration, guys, was we took Jake Bailey at 39.5 to go over, and he didn't even fucking play, or at least I thought. Right? Apparently he got at least one snap, but he obviously was not targeted at all. And instead of Prizepicks giving us a DNP and just reducing our payout to a 3x on a 2-man, they gave us the L. So super frustrating, boys. I didn't even see him play. Let me know if you guys did or not. So close to a win there, but sometimes these apps will just find any excuse to screw us up. Before we get into the picks, though, also, guys, I need to remind you, speaking of Prizepicks, I need to remind you all about the importance of bankroll management. These 4-5-man parlays are high-risk, high-reward plays. So, honestly, on these 5-mans, you should only be betting 0.2 units on these. So if your normal bet is $50, you should only be betting $10. If your normal bet is $10, you should only be betting like $2. Okay. Remember, we are playing the long game here. The odds on these 5-mans, for example, say that we should only win 1 out of 20, but guys, we are hitting way more than 1 out of 20. And even if we just hit 2 or 3 out of 20, we are going to be up huge. So guys, we are playing the long game here. Most people fail because they don't manage. I mean, that's almost as important as getting the picks right. Most people fail because they don't manage their bankroll correctly. They bet too much too early and burn out. And that's why these apps just make so much bank off people who are just dumb and lack the discipline to manage their money. So you need to stay patient. You need to stick to the process, boys. Speaking of the apps, like I said, let's talk about Prizepicks and Underdog, because for today, if you're placing this slip, you need to do it on Underdog. Prizepicks is ripping you off. Okay, on Prizepicks, this exact same 5-man only pays out as a flex play. They won't let you cash. They won't let you play this if you want to cash out on all 5 picks without a flex play. So if you do play it on Prizepicks, the max they're going to give you is 7x as a flex, even if you hit all 5. And then they're just going to give you 2x if you hit 4 out of 5. Super weak, boys. On Underdog, you will get the full 20x payout if you hit all 5, and even if you do their flex play, it's still going to pay out 10x, which again is only 7x on Prizepicks. So it is a no-brainer, but honestly, I highly recommend not doing flex plays. You want to capitalize on those wins when we win and get the full 20x. So guys, play it on Underdog. If you don't have Underdog yet, make sure to download it. You can use the link in the description and use code MVP when you sign up, so you get 2x on your first deposit and help me out. I get a little referral fee if you sign up, but seriously, do not leave money on the table, boys. That's all I got. I just needed to give you that first little disclaimer. So we're doing this on Underdog, and let's dive into the 5-man parlay picks for today. So here's who we're rolling with. Number 1, guys, we're taking Ramondre Stevenson under 18.5 rushing yards. Guys, Ramondre is obviously the lead back for the Patriots and is unlikely to see any significant playing time this game. The Pats will want to protect their key players ahead of the regular season, so Ramondre may only be on the field for a series or two, if at all. And so, I mean, just with such limited snaps, reaching 18.5 yards seems improbable to me. He is expected to have minimal playing time as the Pats are going to prioritize other running backs. And so just given that he'll be rested for most of the game, the under on 18.5 rushing yards is what we're taking here. And then for the second pick, guys, we are taking Kayshawn over 21.5 receiving yards. This guy is one of the more exciting young receivers on the Pats in the Pats camp this season. He's shown a ton of flashes of his potential in the preseason so far. Just his ability to make big plays downfield, gain yards after the catch, make him a great candidate to exceed 21.5 yards. I think the Pats are likely going to test Kayshawn some more in this final game to see how he handles some extended play time. So he could be targeted on a bunch of deeper routes, I think, that give him a chance to break the over with even just a couple of catches. And you should see a lot of action today as the Pats are going to focus on evaluating their younger receivers. So while the starters are resting, I think he's definitely going to get some significant snaps and targets today, and should definitely be a strong possibility for the over here. And then, guys, moving on next to Martavis Bryant. Martavis has made a strong case for himself in training camp, showing he still has the speed and size to be a playmaker. He's been targeted in various situations. His deep threat ability make him a really good bet, I think, to surpass 17.5 yards with just one or two catches. The Commanders are still figuring out their wide receiver depth chart, so Bryant should have plenty of opportunities to make an impact. He is expected to get ample playing time today as the Commanders continue to evaluate the receiver rotation. And just given his ability, like I said, to turn limited targets into big gains, I think he will have no trouble hitting this over so long as he sees the field for multiple series, which I believe he will. So locking in Martavis Bryant over 17.5 receiving yards. And then next we're taking Drake May over 48.5 passing yards. Drake has shown consistently his ability to move the ball very efficiently in the preseason thus far. His last game, he had 6 of 11 for 47 yards. And the Pats are heavily invested in Drake's development. And this final preseason game is just a very critical opportunity, I think, for him to showcase his skills before the regular season starts. Given that the Pats have struggled offensively, they, I think, are going to rely on Drake's arm more so today, trying to find a rhythm before week 1. The Commanders defense has allowed significant yardage to opposing QBs in the preseason so far, which just further supports the idea that Drake is going to easily surpass 48.5 today. He is expected to also play a significant portion of today's game, as they're still trying to figure out their QB situation between him and Jacoby, and they're going to want to give May extended reps to evaluate that progress. So likely with at least multiple series under his belt today, he should have enough opportunities to hit the over. We're taking Drake May again over 48.5 yards. All right, boys, and for the final pick of this 5-man slip, we're locking in Javon Baker under 19.5 receiving yards. Yes, while Javon Baker has definitely shown some promise in the preseason, his role in today's game is very uncertain. I think the Pats are going to want to opt to spread the ball around to other receivers and also focus on that run games, so that's just going to limit Baker's opportunities to accumulate yards. Additionally, his usage has been very inconsistent in the preseason so far, which also just raises concerns about his ability to hit that 19.5 mark. So, boys, we are taking Javon Baker under 19.5 receiving yards. And that wraps up today's picks. To quickly recap, we are rolling with May, Kayshawn, and Bryant on the overs, and we are taking the unders on Baker and Ramondre. And guys, remember, bankroll management is key here with these 5-mans. With these 5-mans, they are all about playing the long game. So stick to 0.2 units. Be patient. Let those odds play out. And guys, before you go, let me remind you, if you're placing this 5-man parlay, please do it on Underdog. Do not leave money on the table. Prizepicks is ripping you off by only offering 7x on a 5-man win and just 2x if you hit 4 out of 5 on the flex. On Underdog, you're going to get the full 20x payout if you hit all 5, and even their flex players, their flex play pays out 10x. So way better than Prizepicks. If you're not on Underdog yet, download it through the link in my bio. Use code, or in my description, use code MVP to double your first deposit. Is a no-brainer. And then guys, for all my free and VIP picks, head over to winnable.com/MVP. I'll link it in the description. We've got a ton of 5-mans going on in the VIP. We're building that bankroll much faster than, just one 5-man slip that you get for free. So if you've got any questions, drop a comment below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn the notifications on so you never miss out on any of these picks and you get them right away. All right, boys, let's crush it today. Let's bring home the 20x. Good luck with your bets, everyone. I will see you tomorrow.